The administration just criminalized dissent. He signed a memorandum that very well could be used to justify going after individuals or organizations simply for being critical of him. But let's not scare people into silence for him, because I've heard from people online that this says speech can now be considered political violence. On September 25th, the administration sent out a memorandum commanding law enforcement and agencies like the IRS to prioritize investigating, dismantling, and even prosecuting individuals or networks that contribute to political violence, which isn't even loosely defined. It seems to suggest that things you or I say online could be prosecuted as contributing towards political violence. But the thing is that nothing in there is new law. Your free speech rights are still protected. If people could get charged with a crime for saying something as innocent as, "Dear leader is a whiny little bitch," I mean, even the press couldn't operate in those conditions. Why don't you try saying something? I'm good. It says that the DOJ should treat things like intimidation as reasons for investigation or even criminal charges. Are you saying that me fighting with people online could land me in jail? The courts have said time and time again that speech, no matter how harsh or even hateful, is protected as long as it's not directing imminent lawless action. Intimidation involves threats or coercion. It lists different actions that law enforcement should consider reasons to investigate. Things like doxing, swatting, rioting, destruction of property, or civil disobedience. And that is one of the major dangers with this memorandum, because civil disobedience involves protected free speech. Things like marching, protesting, even shouting angrily at officials. This is the intimidation that gets people to stop speaking up. When the government starts to treat all civil disobedience as the same thing as political violence. But people can and should still call out this bloated bag of farts, because this memorandum relies on people thinking that they can criminalize dissent. So when does dissent or disobedience become illegal? Obviously, if you're calling for violence and some forms of lying, like don't do defamation, but even some things like sit-ins or blocking traffic are technically illegal. They can't outlaw protesting or dissent or even hateful rhetoric? No. And our strength comes from our numbers, our unity. The more that they crack down, the louder we should all get. The administration is a big dummy. Huh. Why don't you try that one again? He's selling off our country to the highest bidder. Getting better. He's an infectious, self-victimizing, lecherous Oh, okay, yeah. And I hope that gobbling dick bag motherfucker gets what he deserves. What was that? I didn't have an orange. Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be the line. Maybe don't do that.